Hello friends, welcome to Aditya Head Mathematics. In this video, we will solve the second problem of that real analysis problem series on the topic sequence and series. Now see this question. It is a CSR net previous year question. This question already came in 2015 June exam. It is a single option question. Okay, now we will solve this question. Actually, in this question also we will find the sum of a series which is given 1 by 1 factorial, 1 plus 2 by 2 factorial, 1 plus 2 plus 3 by 3 factorial. It is also an infinite series, and the four options given e by 2, 3 by 2 and 1 plus e by 2. This is the problem 2 of my real analysis problem series on the topic sequence and series. The first problem link is given in the description section. You go to the description section and watch this video for your better understanding and improve problem solving skill. Actually, this question I will solve in two ways. First one is direct method, and the second one we will use the option elimination method. And this option elimination is a very shortcut method, which one we will solve in only 30 seconds. Okay, but for option elimination method, you watch my full video, because first I am solving the direct method, then after we will solve that option elimination method. Okay, first what is the direct method? Actually, when one series is given, we are always finding its nth term to determine the sum. So here I am first finding the nth term, which is I am taking as an. Now you look at the series, all the numerators are sum of the previous terms given with that term. When first term it is 1, when second term sum of 1 plus 2, when third term sum of 1 plus 2 plus 3. So when it is nth term, obviously it is 1 plus 2 plus 3 up to n. And the denominators are very simply given. If first term 1 factorial, second term 2 factorial, third term 3 factorial. So automatically nth term is n factorial. There is no doubt. And 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus up to n, sum you know, which is n into n plus 1 by 2. That one I am using in the place of 1 plus 2 plus 3 up to n, and the denominator is n factorial, and it is n factorial by 1. So when we multiply with, in the denominator we will get 2n factorial, and after finding 2n factorial, we are just writing n factorial in terms of n into n minus 1 factorial, because just I am saying the reason. You can see this n factorial means, you know, n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 up to 1. If these terms I will write in terms of factorial, so n I am writing n only. N minus 1 multiplication up to 1, you know, it is n minus 1 factorial. So this one I am using here. Instead of n factorial, we are using n into n minus 1 factorial. Why? Because in the numerator it is given one n. When you can write like this, then that n and this n will cancel. So after cancellation, you are getting n plus 1 by n minus 1 factorial. Once again, in the denominator you can see which is n minus 1 factorial, but the denominator is n plus 1. So that one we will make in terms of n minus 1. So that I am writing minus 1, because it is plus 1, again you have to add plus 2. Then 2 minus 1 is plus 1. Okay. So now you separate these terms. Since it is n minus 1, we are separating, and the two term I am separating. So n minus 1 by n minus 1 factorial and 2 by n minus 1 factorial coming. Then again we will do like this, what I have done here. N minus 1 factorial we can write like this, n minus 1 into n minus 2 up to 1. Then these terms you can write n minus 1 into n minus 2 factorial. Okay. So in place of n minus 1 factorial, we will write only n minus 1 into n minus 2 factorial, but otherwise same thing. Now look at this. Only in that n minus 1 factorial we are writing n minus 1 by n minus 2 factorial, because In the numerator n minus 1 is given, but the second term same thing only writing. And after writing this n minus 1 you can cancel from both numerator and denominator. So finally you are getting 1 by n minus 2 factorial, and the second term is 2 by n minus 1 factorial. Now if you multiply with 1 by 2, this one 1 by 2 into 1 by n minus 2 factorial, but here 2 and 2 is given, so it will cancel. So 1 by n minus 1 factorial. So this is the value of an we got. Then we will find the sum of the series, that infinite series, you have to find its sum. So that we are writing summation of n. The sum of any series is the sigma n. And that n value just I am putting here. 1 by 2, 1 by n minus 2 factorial, the first term. Since 1 by 2 is a constant, you can keep outside. You can see that denominator is factorial given. When you put n is 1, it is negative, and negative factorial is not defined. So that we are beginning the series from 2, and the second series we are beginning from n equal to 1, the second term. So here we are writing first term and here second term, just separating the series. Now here we will use the trick, just the infinite series of ex. All of you know the series of ex, which is 1 plus x by 1 factorial, x square by 2 factorial, plus x cube by 3 factorial, dot 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 up to infinite. And this series is valid whatever x belongs to real number, that is minus infinite to plus infinite. And you have to remember this series, because using this series, if any infinite series coming, you can solve easily. But here it is I am writing for x, but in that question it is given numerators are 1. So to get all the numerators 1, you have to put x is 1. So when x is 1, that e to the power x is e to the power 1, which is e. And right side it is coming 1 plus 1 by 1 factorial, 1 square, then 1 cube. All the terms 1 power coming, 1 power whatever it is coming 1 only. So you can see 1 plus 1 by 1 factorial, 1 by 2 factorial, plus 1 by 3 factorial is coming. Finally, it is the value of e. Okay. So now we will put the values of n and we will write in series form. It is summation form given. When I write in series form, if n is 2, 2 minus 2 is 0 factorial, and you know 0 factorial is 1. Since 0 factorial is 1, and I will make one video about 0 factorial is 1. So I am writing 1. Then when n is 3, 3 minus 2, which is 1 factorial. When 4 minus 2, it is 2 factorial. When 5 minus 2, it is 3 factorial. Like this it will come. The same thing in the second series. When n is 1, 0 factorial, which is 1. When n is 2, 2 minus 1, 1 factorial. N is 3, 3 minus 1, 2 factorial. Like this it will come. Now you look at this, both are same thing. What is the value of e we got? The same thing we are getting in that series. 1 plus 1 by 1 factorial, 1 by 2 factorial, plus 1 by 3 factorial. So its value now we can use as e. So first series we will get 1 by 2 into e, and the second one we will get is only e. So 1 by 2e plus e is, take LCM 2e plus 2e, which is 3 by 2. So finally we got the value of the series is 3 by 2 using the direct method, which is too complicated. But the option elimination method will give you solution in only 30 seconds. And you know the option elimination method is mostly useful to solve the MCQ questions. And the purpose of this method is only you have to find out the wrong options. If you are able to eliminate 3 wrong options, then remaining option must be your correct answer. Actually in this method, just I am putting the value of e. You know the approximate value of e is 2.718. It's not the exact value. We can write like this because some more places are there. I am writing up to 3 places only. And in this series question you can see the first term is given 1 by 1 factorial. And 1 by 1 factorial means we can write a1 value is 1. a1 value is 1. In the second term, which is 1 plus 2 by 2 factorial, that is 3 by 2 factorial, I am writing a2. And the third term, 1 plus 2 plus 3, which is 6 by 3 factorial. So I am writing like this. Why I am finding its sum? Just I will find sum of only 3 terms and I will compare its value with the options. So 1 plus 3 by 2 factorial, which is 3 by 2, then 6 by 3 factorial, which is 6 by 6, and 6 by 6 is nothing, 1 only. So now you are getting 1 plus 1, which is 2, and that 3 by 2 is 1.5. Okay, so 1 plus 1 is 2, its value you know, which is in decimal form 1.5. So 2 plus 1.5 is 3.5. Now what about option A? In this question you can see option A is given E, option B is E by 2. So first we will discuss about option A. Option A is given E value you know 2.718, but the sum of first 3 terms only you are getting 3.5. And in this question you are finding sum of infinite terms. So obviously that value must be greater than 3.5, but here since it is only 2.718, it is obviously incorrect, because the value of series must be greater than 3.5, because here we are finding only sum of 3 terms, but in that series it is sum of infinite terms, and in this option it is given sum of infinite terms. Okay, since option is correct, obviously option B is correct, because E by 2 is 2.71 by 8, which is also less than 3.5. So option B is incorrect. Now what about option D? 1 plus E by 2 given, 1 plus 2.718 by 2, it is, if maximum it will come 2, then its value is 3 only, but it is not 2. So its value is also less than 3.5. So all the option A, B, D values are less than 3.5. But in these options, the values are given the sum of infinite series. Since these are the values of sum of infinite series, so obviously these values must be greater than 3.5. But these values are less than 3.5, so automatically these 3 options are incorrect. So remaining you are getting only option C. So option C is the correct answer. So here answer is only option C. Option A is wrong, it is wrong, it is wrong. If you have not subscribed our channel, please subscribe now only. And in the description section, I have given some matrices short tricks, function short tricks, and number theory short tricks. In all these short tricks, we have covered CS and previous year solutions. And all the solutions you are getting in few seconds. So you go to the description and watch all the video links. Thank you friends. Please like, comment and share.